watching the sports and political channel of LB. If you're not a subscriber to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. Let's get down to business. So in this particular video, we're going to talk about something that Kendrick Perkins said a couple of days ago in relation to Kobe Bryant. Now, these individuals at ESPN, whether it be the Stephen A. Smith, whether it be the recently signed Chris Mad Dog Russo, Kendrick Perkins, Bobby Marks. Then on Fox, you got Skip Bayless, Shannon Sharp, Nick Wright, Colin Cowherd. I think these guys are in competition with each other to see who can come up with the dumbest hot take of the year. So in the latest rendition of Stupid Hot Takes, right? It's another bad hot take racking my brain like crazy. Guess I'm all torn up. Be fast or slow. It doesn't let go or shake me. And it's all because of you. Woo! Right? Kendrick Perkins had the audacity, the unmitigated gall, the kahunas, the coconuts to come out his mouth and said that Stephen Curry was the fourth best player ever right now. I mean, how much more can these individuals disrespect Kobe Bryant? Now, Kobe Bryant tragically was killed in a helicopter crash a couple years ago, and these individuals continue to say some of the dumbest things while trying to lump everybody into Kobe Bryant's universe. But this isn't surprising with ESPN. ESPN, when Kobe Bryant was an active player in the NBA, they had the nerve to rank this guy as the 93rd best player in the league. You remember that? They had Kobe Bryant ranked 93rd. They had this man ranked below Luau fucking Deng. And I thought that right there was a travesty. You take a Stephen Curry over Kobe Bryant. Now, who paid you to say that? What's up, Gideon? Salute. Who paid you to say that, Kendrick Perkins? Who paid you to say that stupid ass shit? You don't even believe that. That's the thing that really, that's the one thing that's the most irritating about all this, right? Outside the fact that you are here insulting people's intelligence, right? You don't believe that. You don't believe that. Stephen Curry don't believe that. Them dimwits at ESPN don't believe that. And sure as hell, the general public don't believe that. Well, outside of a few Curry fanatics, right? Right? Outside of a few Curry chicken lovers, right? Or Curry, a few Curry Potter Puff girls out there, then yeah, they're going to believe that. But most people who have the common sense that God gave a coconut is not going to believe what you said. This man had the audacity to come out of his mouth saying that Stephen Curry is the fourth best player of all time, right? You put LeBron at number 2, and I wouldn't be surprised you put LeBron at number one. But you had Jordan, you had LeBron, and then you can mix whatever other player in there you want to, whether it be Wilt, whether it be Bill Russell, whether it be Magic. But the fourth best player all time is Stephen Curry. So you was gonna leave Kobe Bryant out, right? And then Chris Mad Dog Russo, he not no better. This dude got Kobe Bryant outside the top 10. How you got Kobe Bryant outside the top 10? See, this is the kind of stuff that me and Two Raw and other people talk about when it comes to these individuals on TV. They sit up here and blatantly lie and mislead people to prop up the people that's playing right now. You don't have to disrespect past greats to prop up these guys right now. Stephen Curry is a great player in his own right. He's one of the best shooters I've ever seen in my life. I watched this dude ever since he was at Davidson, giving it to folks. But to sit up here and say that this man is the fourth best player all time right now, and his career's not over yet, you guys is reaching. You guys is digging down a rabbit hole. Now, what do you have that supports that claim right there? Kobe Bryant is a way better player than Stephen Curry. He's a better defender. He may not be a better shooter than Stephen Curry, necessarily, but he's a better overall player than Stephen Curry. Man, it's these stupid hot takes that we have to come out here and waste our time debunking and decluttering and de-smoking because people out here continue to say this idiotic buffoonery. They continue to put this kind of this pile of Rottweiler shit out here in the atmosphere. Now, what possessed Kendrick Perkins to come out here and say this stuff that Stephen Curry is the fourth best player and don't even mention Kobe Bryant? He didn't even mention Kobe Bryant, but then again, he didn't have to. Because I pay attention to what you don't say. I don't pay attention to what you also say. I pay attention to what you don't say. Kobe Bryant is a way better. He's a better defender. He's a better rebounder. He's a better all-around player than Stephen Curry, but you got him as the fourth best player all time right now. Well, if you don't get up out of here, what's up, Gideon?
Salute, man. Salute. How's your weekend going?
It's good. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. You know, God bless me with another day, another opportunity to, do what I do.
Yes, sirree. This whole situation with Kendrick Perkins, I respect Perkins as a person, but I do not respect his opinion. I don't. I mean, look, Curry is a great player. He's a top 3 point guard of all time. Yes, Steph Curry is a great 3-point shooter, but he's not a top 10 player. He's not. Like, there's other guys who had more body of work, and let's look at Kobe compared to Curry. Okay, Kobe's a better mid-range shooter. He's a better slasher, better finisher, better defender, better rebounder, better leader. Though he's less turnover prone compared to Steph. And Steph's a better ball handler, and he's a better 3-point shooter on top of Steph. But Kobe's a better overall player, and Kobe's had better playoff performances, though. Yes, Curry's had some monster playoff performances himself, but Kobe has a lot of great playoff performances, and he's a better two-way player. So I don't respect what Kendrick Perkins talking about playing Curry at number 4 all time. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's really infuriating the way you have these guys come on TV and continue to give bad take after bad take after bad take. Look, Stephen Curry wins the championship, and then you got these guys going high and right?
Mm-hmm.
consider this, right?
Right.
And this is staying within the context of the video, right?
Mm-hmm.
Another topic that came up is AD top 5 player when healthy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just like, those kind of topics that they put out ESPN is very infuriating, right?
Right.
Remember when the Lakers won the championship, right, in
Right.
2020,
Mm-hmm.
they are already putting Anthony Davis ahead of guys like Tim Duncan and Karl Malone.
Jeez, unbelievable.
You had Stephen A. Smith proclaiming that Donovan Mitchell was the greatest Utah Jazz player ever. So we're just going to crap on Karl Malone and John Stockton. Now, Donovan Mitchell's never gotten past the second round.
Mm-hmm.
He's never won an MVP, or let alone multiple MVPs, but yet he's better than Karl Malone. So he's better than the number 3 all-time leading scorer in NBA history. He's better than that guy, Donovan Mitchell. And it continued. And the most infamous and egregious of all of it is when they sit up here and continue to disrespect Kobe Bryant even in death.
Crazy. Right, and didn't Malika Andrews also try to compare the 2013 Lakers to last year's Lakers team, which was totally wrong to say the least? Like, oh, but Kobe and the Lakers were 7th seed. Yes, I know that team underachieved. Yes, they did, but they at least made the playoffs. The 2022 Lakers only won 33 games, and if it wasn't for Austin Reeves in certain games, they could have lost 50 plus. Like, you can't compare. Like, you get what I mean, LB? Like, she tried to do that. Like, that's just ultra disrespectful. And Kobe hurt his Achilles and the season.
Yep.
I don't get it, though. Also, Max Kellerman saying one time, there's a lot of guys who say some wrong opinions and dumb opinions. Max Kellerman saying that, Nick Wright saying that at the time Pascal Siakam better than Jason Tatum. Seriously. Also, Max Kellerman saying that Porzingis could be, I think he said Porzingis or Towns, one of them, was going to be the next Olajuwon. Get out of here. Like, it's just ridiculous, man, with these media pundits. I don't get it, though. Look, Steph Curry is a great player. He's a great three-point shooter. He's an underrated passer. He can slash to the basket. He's a good finisher, but Kobe's a better mid-range shooter, better, more athletic, better finisher, better defender, better post scorer, better rebounder, better leader, though. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand at all. Yes, the similarities between Steph and Kobe is that they both won without super teams, which I'll give him Curry that. But Kobe won without a super team, all 5 of his championships. Curry had a super team for 2 of them with Kevin Durant. I don't
even want to get to that discussion about the super team dynamic. I just wanted to stay within the realm of player versus player. The one thing about these sports media outlets, they be having all these flunkies, fakers, frauds, phonies, and never was coming on TV talking about these great players, some of the greatest players in our lifetime.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And this ain't no knock on Stephen Curry. Like I said, I love Stephen Curry. I ain't no Stephen Curry fanatic where I hang on the motherfucker every word, but I really do like him as a player, right? Because I know when a lot of people was out here talking about, well, if you take away 3-point shot from Stephen Curry, what does he have?
Floater, mid-range.
Yeah, the man got handles. He got mid-range. He knows how to shield off shot blockers when going to the rack. So it's like, just because he doesn't do it in mass doesn't mean he can't do it.
Right.
So this ain't no knock and this ain't no disrespect to Stephen Curry. I'm just saying that you got this guy whose career has not been written, his story has not been completed yet. You got that guy, the 4th best player ever, over a 5-time champion, over a former league MVP, former finals MVP, former defensive player of the year,
I don't
He
think
never won no defensive player of the year.
I don't think Kobe won Defensive Player of the Year.
Hold
I
on.
don't think so.
Hold on. Let me look. I'll make sure I get my facts straight.
No, facts are always true. Facts are always true. No, Kobe never won Defensive Player of the Year. No, he didn't. He won 5 championships, 2 Finals MVPs, most MVP in 2008, 18 All-Star teams, 4 All-Star
Okay,
MVP.
yeah, so I take that back. He's never won defensive player of the year.
Right, 2 scoring championships. Yeah,
But he has been on all NBA defense though.
yeah.
He's been on multiple first team all defense.
Right.
So 2-time Finals MVP, 4-time All-Star Game MVP. He's been on the rookie team, 5-time champ, 18-time All-Star, 15-time All NBA, 12-time All Defensive Team.
Right.
The league MVP in 2007, and
2008.
obviously,
2008.
well, the 07-08 season.
Oh, okay.
So he's a way better defender.
By far.
Way better. I mean, God. I mean, it's just irritating that we want to go up here and they want to lump every fucking body into Kobe Bryant, man. When Devin Booker went to the finals for the first time, he was putting up all these gaudy numbers. What happened? Oh man, he's putting up them Kobe Bryant numbers. I swear to God, man. What's up, Sterling Young? Good to see you, bro. Long time no see.
Yeah, so salute.
All right, so what you got on what this 2-legged Rottweiler was saying the other day?
Oh my god, man. It's just I just couldn't it disgusts me, seeing that. It's like, really? Just because he won the championship, you gonna put him over? Like, nah. And this is this same guy, he also said that Curry was the greatest little man ever played the game of basketball.
Over Isaiah Thomas. Come on, man.
Right. It's
Shout
like,
to my man, the underrated darkness in the building.
and
Hey, go subscribe to Underrated Darkness, and he got something coming up at 12 o'clock. He's going to interview the leader of the LDBC 78 Sports TV. So check that out.
Nice.
But go ahead, though. What you got, Sterling? Go ahead, continue. My bad.
like I said, like he's the same guy that says Steph Curry is the greatest little man ever played basketball. Over, like you said, over Isaiah and Tiny Archie.
Remember Isaiah Thomas for Detroit?
Yeah.
Yes.
Get the fuck out of
here. he said it on the internet. I'm like, that's why I say I'm like guys who, like Isaiah said, below being average or he's below being average, should not be able to talk about basketball.
I don't know, man.
Because mind you hyping first of all, it's the same guy who always trash who downgrade on Curry. Now when he won the championship, you want to jump on the bandwagon. I don't know what he's doing. Like, is you jump on the bandwagon, or you just because mind you, every time he gets like on the media stuff, he always discredits Stephen Curry. And so when Curry wins the ring, he wants to jump on the bandwagon. Oh, he's the greatest little man. Oh, he this. But what was that energy when you was talking all that stuff about him, saying that he would never win a championship?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it's just idiotic. Was Perkins saying?
It's like him is making no sense.
Yeah, it's stupid, and his opinion is wrong. Personally, for me, his opinion is obviously wrong. So I don't understand it.
I really don't. I just really don't. Like I said, the dad that all he went wrong. We'll see never Curry. Curry changed the game forever.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. That take right there about him changing the game, I don't agree with
Right,
that.
yeah. And like I
But
said
that's
though,
He's
he's
a,
he's the same guy that talks about, like I said, same guy that talks about Curry. Curry never won a championship, or they might lose to the finals and all that. As soon Curry won the championship, he jumps on the bandwagon.
and before we continue, people talk about Steph shooting a lot of threes. Remember Gilbert Arenas back then, Agent Zero? He was
Yeah.
shooting a whole bunch of long threes. So, you know what I mean? So, technically, who shot the most? Technically, who kind of started the long range bomb was really Agent Zero, Gilbert Arenas. Then it was Steph. What do you guys think about that? I think Gilbert Arenas started long range bombing. Then Steph. What do you think?
yeah. Only difference is Stephen Curry was hitting it was with more efficiency than Gilbert Arenas was.
True, true, true. I mean, I understand that. I'm just saying that the guy that just started shooting long threes. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm just saying that the guy that started long range bombing before Steph was Arenas. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, you ain't get no pushback out of me on that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, one thing about these commentators that come on TV, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be blowback shape up Stephen A. Smith, right? We ain't seen that bastard in a while. Hopefully, well, I'm not gonna say that. Well, um, the fact of the matter is, when these bastards come on TV and they say the stuff they say, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're banking on the fact that guys like you and I don't do research, that we're not going to fact check them, that we're not going to go behind him and dig up the archives and all that, right? So when they're
Mm-hmm.
sitting up here talking this thing about, oh man, this person's the greatest player ever, based on what? Based on what? Right? Now,
Mm-hmm.
you notice Kendrick Perkins did not say anything that added any kind of context or any kind of depth into why he believes Stephen Curry is the fourth best player ever right now. He didn't
Yeah.
really go into that. Did you hear anything about that, Sterling Young? Sterling Young, you there?
Sterling, bro.
He must have been
Yeah,
abducted.
my bad. Here.
Oh, okay. I thought you got abducted.
I ain't get that now.
All right. So I'm gonna ask you: did you hear anything, any context as to why Kendrick Perkins said that Stephen Curry is the fourth best player ever?
Bandwagon. I mean, like
Just go
how
ahead and say no.
no,
Not much. Nah.
yeah,
There's no facts into why he have this belief. There was no facts behind his opinion. There was none. No facts behind his opinion.
that's
Nope.
not even an opinion.
No, it is, but it's a wrong opinion. There's a difference, though. It is an opinion. It's a belief. It's just it's wrong. You know what I mean? So it is an opinion, but it's just wrong.
It's just like it just makes like did he just like to me it's like did he just say like Curry's the best little man? I'm like what?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. An opinion is what you think or what you believe in. So it is his belief, but his belief is just wrong to me. And I just don't respect his belief because, look, Steph Curry, yes, he's a great player, but come on, greatest little man ever. Isaiah Thomas was diving for loose balls. He was a great passer in his time, and he was a better mid-range shooter. Curry is a better shooter, better three-point shooter, and a better finisher, but Isaiah Thomas was a better two-way player. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's an opinion that Curry's top four all time, but it's a wrong opinion. You know what I mean?
Right. Definitely.
I don't get it, man.
It's just a lot of these below players, they just coming up with these stupid takes.
I don't
It ain't surprising.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
The only guys that I truly respect from ESPN is Tim Legler. I like listening to Tim Legler. I like listening to Vince Carter. I think he knows his stuff. JJ Redick knows his stuff too. And yeah,
Mm.
you don't think so?
I mean, with that, I remember what he said about the 60 and 70 players. That one thing I didn't agree with that is that one part.
Good point. Good
Yeah,
point.
yeah. But I think that one part what he said,
Right. What do you think, LB? The only guys I like listening to on ESPN is Tim Legler, Vince Carter, and a little bit of JJ Redick. And sometimes Stephen A. Sometimes, depending on the topic.
Oh
Sometimes.
no,
I
Sometimes.
don't like listening to that motherfucker no
no,
time, to be honest with you, bro.
nah,
I don't like listening to Stephen A.
nope,
Smith no time.
nope.
I cannot stand that individual. He is a clown. He is the ringleader of the Baltimore Bailey Circus. I cannot fathom to
Nah,
listen to that blithering, blathering, bloviating fart for more than a minute without my ears and my brain cells frying.
yeah,
Right.
I can't say Steven. Nah, mm-mm.
No, I'm saying depending on the topic. I'm not
Yeah,
saying everything, you know.
it's
Man, I
not
don't like
depending
listening
on
to
it. It's
Mill
just
topic.
that it's
He's a
okay.
fucking
Like one
clown.
part, like if he says something that people that we all know that we all said, he understands it. But I feel like if we talk like we saying if we go really deep about basketball, one players, he just says some stupidity.
Good
And like
point.
his takes are not about basketball. His takes about attacking a player
That's a good point. That yeah, he does attack Kyrie a lot,
a lot.
a whole lot. He does overhype the Knicks sometimes. Um, well, he did in 2021, and you know. So yeah, but what analysts do you like listening to on ESPN? I don't mind listening to Tim Legler, little sometimes JJ Redick and Vince Carter. You?
The best analyst on ESPN.
Yeah. No, the one you just like listening to. I mean, it doesn't need to be the best. It could be anybody. For me, it would be Tim Legler.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Tim Legger.
What do you think, LB?
Yeah, I like his takes.
Yeah. And,
You know,
Um,
a little bit with Jalen Rose. Yeah.
man, I don't. Man, be honest with you, man, I don't listen to none. Tim Legler's the only guy I can stomach, but everybody else, man, I don't listen to none of them motherfuckers, bro.
not even
Oh,
Vince Carter? Come on.
well, I haven't seen any of Vince Carter's analytic assessments to really be able to judge it. So I
Right.
can't really say that. So,
Good
but
point.
but other than that, man, I don't listen to none of them dudes, man. They're all look, they're there to serve an agenda, right? You
Right.
can no one cannot. It's like when you take that kind of money, it's like almost blood money. Like when you take that kind of money that they're paying you, you pretty much you and if anyone that's out there, well, I'm about to say, if you think you can prove me wrong on that or debunk me and whatever like that, please feel free. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't the end all be all. But from my vantage point, from what I'm seeing, these guys don't get to say what they really want to say. They say what people pay them to say.
Good
So,
point.
so can you really? And then you had that other girl, Malika Andrews. You know what I'm saying? Who's chasing interracial sexual access. Um, she's out here. She was disrespecting Kobe Bryant too. So is she unbiased? No. And when you're in that national stage, to me, you should be totally unbiased. Now,
True.
what you do behind the scenes or whatever like that, you got a favorite player and all that. Okay, whatever. Right? We all human. We all got an inherent level of bias. But when you're on there, you cannot make it so obvious. That's
Mhm.
supposed to be neutral
True.
and give the assessment, an accurate assessment of what is there at that present time. But don't be out here disrespecting Kobe Bryant, man. Look, this man put way too much in the game. This man has accomplished a lot in the game. He has given us all in the game. Let some faker, fraud, phony, flunky come out of nowhere and starts crapping on him just being the prisoner of the moment right now.
Right. Right. So you're saying for the most part, other than Tim Legler, you don't listen to anything other on ESPN because most of your takes are not based on facts. Most of your takes are based on bias, like you said, and they just want to push narratives and agenda, right?
Right,
Ding, 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 ding,
right,
ding.
right in the know.
Pretty much, but Tim Legler's only got his objective on that nation station, right? For the most part.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part.
A lot.
But I want to ask you, remember Pat Bev and CJ McCollum was on ESPN for a stretch? I mean, I know this season, I know the playoff, it was after the playoffs. What did you guys think of them as analysts when the ones you watched? Pat Bev and CJ.
I mean, I haven't seen any of CJ McCollum's thing outside the one with him and JJ Redick tag team Stephen A. Smith.
Right.
Right.
But
Hmm.
but Patrick Beverly, Patrick Beverly had a whole bunch of bias against Chris Paul. He had bias against James Harden. Well, he had bias for James Harden.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say. So, like I said before, as going back to my original point, when you're on that stage and you giving breakdowns, whether you're a former player or some stupid ass shock job,
Right.
that think was a former player.
Right.
It cannot be so obvious to your level of bias. Like I said before, if he's giving his assessment of Chris Paul, the stuff that cannot come out of his mouth is, well, Chris Paul is an overrated defender.
What?
Wow.
Or the debate comes up about a contract situation, and then we are here trying to count the man's money. So that's where I'm at on that. Now, since I got a question for you, Gideon.
Yep.
What is your assessment of NBA players having their own podcasts? Because what we're starting to see now is a lot of these players now are starting to come up with podcasts to counteract the counterfeit narratives that's being put out. LeBron don't necessarily have his own podcast, but he does have his own show called The Shot, where little things get said here and there. So, what's your assessment upon that?
I don't mind players having their own podcast. I don't, because they have some good points. So I don't mind players having their own podcast because they want us to go deeper into the game of NBA, the game of basketball. But yeah, they may say some things that I may not respect, to say some things that may be idiotic and foolish. But I don't mind some players having their own podcast because some are pretty objective.
To me, I mean it's cool, for NBA players, to have their own podcast and talk. Some is biased, and some that's it's true coming from their opinion. So I don't know, I really respected it.
Right. Well, on that note, I'm gonna end the stream because I'm ticking on live. I'm gonna see what he's talking about. All right,
Okay.
so hop over to my brother's channel, see what they talk about Draymond Green over there. So I'm gonna hop off here, hop on over there, and we're gonna make it do what it do. I appreciate you guys for coming on. Sterling Young, always pleasure for you come on. Same with you, getting y'all come back anytime.
Thank you.
If you're not a subscriber to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share these videos on your social media platforms. It's your man. Scream at me. Oh!